Alright, so this is a Ranch King lawnmower. It has an 11 horsepower Briggs & Stratton with a little 1-gallon tank, I guess. It's a 6-speed, 38-inch deck, manual transmission, I think. Haven't fired it up yet, so I just right now I have to hook up the throttle because the throttle's not connected. Hook up the choke. Figure out the wiring because there's some wires, like a lot of wires disconnect. Gotta figure out what this does. Just gotta take all this apart, fix the choke and throttle, and wire everything up together. Alright, so I got the mower on jack stands. Jacked it up. Next order of business, I am going to secure this engine better because, let's see, you can really tell the difference. Yeah, this thing is like really on there. Here's like the view of the engine mount because I guess what they're trying to do is have some sort of rubber so it doesn't vibrate as much. And that rubber like wore off. So I just have to, I'm gonna unscrew the engine mount from underneath and then lift up the engine and scoot it a little bit to the left so that way this crankshaft is centered. Because right now it's not really centered. I'm gonna center the crankshaft, put a belt converter on, and then continue working. Okay, so I got Transaxle off because then when I put a belt converter with the thing, and I just took off the Transaxle and cleaned it up so that way it's easier to take off this pulley right off of here. I took off that big metal unnecessary thing once, and then it looks kind of nice in the back. It says Ranch King on the back, so that's kind of cool. So when people drive behind me, they know what kind of cool mower I'm driving. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, and then I looked right here, and it literally says confirms to and to 1984 safety standards. So this is a 1984 mower. Because if it's a 1984 safety standards, then it's an 84 mower. That is a lot older than I was thinking. I was thinking like maybe 90s, like early 90s. But I mean, the front does look like a 80s. But yeah, so the interesting is, I don't know how long this thing is gonna last, because said it's supposed to be a 6-speed, but it just turns out it's just a direct. So there is a shifter right here for forward and reverse and neutral, and you just spin this pulley. Either way, it's gonna power the wheels, and there's no gear, so it's just one gear. So that's gonna be really interesting to see how fast, because my goal is I'm gonna take this off, and I have a few pulleys. I was thinking maybe put this on. This is like 2-inch or something, and then I have another one right here from my mini bike. This is like a 1.5-inch pulley or something. Well, that'll for sure blow up my tranny. Oh. So yeah, maybe hopefully this is the right type of gear, because this is tooth kind. It looks like this one might have a tooth because I don't see any keyway or Allen keys, but we're gonna have to take a look. So yeah, just gonna unscrew this, wait for measure it, and buy a few more parts, and continue waiting for my parts to come. This is gonna be interesting to see, actually. So I just got the pulley out. Came out pretty easily. And as I was saying that, I didn't realize, but look at the keyway. It is the tiniest keyway I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, that's like 1/8 of an inch wide. It is so tiny, so incredibly small. That is insane. Let me measure it real quick. 0.1 of an inch. So that's, it is 2.53 millimeters big. That is insanely tiny. 2.5 millimeters. Bro, what? That's crazy. So I finally got the wheels off, which they took way too long. But because they were like all welded on here, I used a puller, so I messed this side up. I'm gonna have to re-drill and tap that. That side was a lot harder to take off than this side. I literally got like a cutting torch and literally just heated up the shaft until it was like glowing red hot. I sort of bent the rim. I don't have them yet, but I'll show it to you later. Right here, and then as soon as I finally got them off, I grinded the shaft down, and then I was like, you know what? Since I cleaned this up, let's clean the rest. So I cleaned out the transaxle as much as possible. I used brake cleaner, cleaned the rest of it off. So there's supposed to be these little dowels that push onto the brake pads. Cleaned that up, got them unstuck. So I should still have brakes. Brake pads still look fine on here. And yeah, I got the pulley on here as well. Tiny little pulley. But also now, since I got it all cleaned up, I'm now gonna put it back on the mower and figure out the rest of the pulley situation. So I got the transaxle all mounted up. Gear selector, the tensioner, the pulley tensioner. This was messed up on this side from using the pounder. Like when I was trying to pull the wheels out, I bent it, so I had to grind it down smoother. So now that's good. I gotta screw that in. I got the pedal out right here. I am now trying to put this the driver pulley in here. So I need to put a spacer up here. That way it like sits right there, basically flush, not in there. It doesn't rub. Just need to put a small spacer here. And then figure out where to put the other side. I'm thinking about using the original belt. I don't know how long it is, but if it's long enough, I'll mount the jack shaft there, run a pulley over here on top, and then hopefully get a belt of some sorts, and that's pretty much gonna be it for the most part. Just have to put the CVT on and then fix the wobble. You know, don't want it wobbly. And then, oh yeah, also fix the kill switch, gas pedal. Still quite a bit of things to do. You're like, oh yeah, just add it and put this, that, and you're done. But technically not yet. Well, I could technically put it on, just, you know, handbrake. Yeah, I also need to order a few more parts, new pulley, and then pill block bearings. That should be it for the most part. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing on trying to put this on. So the parts finally came in. Got one pillow. We got the set of two. These pillow blocks right here, greasable. And I got one flat pillow block, jack shaft, and then a nice, super duper light 8-inch pulley. Z-belt. It is insanely light for how big this thing is. So I got this flat one right here. I already drilled a hole out right in there. Why is it so dark in here? Oh, so that one's gonna go right there like that. Jack shaft gonna go through. Belt converter. And this one is already attached, so I'm gonna get this one. And then it's gonna go right underneath here, go right through, and then I'm gonna have a bar at the bottom, and then it's gonna like screw. I'm gonna screw it in here, grab the second one, and then possibly put it on top of the other pillow block, and then add a belt here. I'm gonna have to buy a longer version of this belt because this ain't gonna cut it. That's not gonna work because I couldn't have it the same length because the steering column is in the way, the gear, and I couldn't have slantedly because it's an 8-inch pulley. So this is my sweet spot right here. So I'm trying to put this pillow block in, and since the jack shaft is really long, I had to take off this little dash off that way I can get easier access to the pillow block. Right now I'm trying to align the bolts because they don't really align right now. I sort of messed up. You can kind of see on that one. I'm trying to realign everything, get the jack shaft all done. Yeah. So I'm gonna, yeah, and I'm just now gonna continue working. Since this is very, very tight in here, I am gonna lathe it out. It is insanely how tight it is. So I'm gonna put it on like on a lathe, and I'll lathe it out. Like here, let me show you how tight it is. Literally have to use a hammer and a punch. Big pound. Just smack this thing. Everything is white and a lot easier, I think. Oh no! How? It cracked. Some nice, lovely cracks. Cracked right here throughout the whole thing, which makes no sense though. It's not like I'm hitting the pulley. It's sitting here in the middle and I'm smacking it. I made a nice significant dent here, but dang it, why the heck did it dent? That's so annoying. I'm gonna have to buy a new pulley. There goes another $20. And it's gonna take what? A week and a half for it to come here? Because I got this on Home Depot. From Home Depot, and week and a half. It took like a week and a half to come here, 2 weeks almost. I mean, yes, I still need to order belts. Ah! Pinched myself. Get tough on bending it or not. Yeah, literally the whole entire thing is cracked. Why? Dude, it went in so much easier. Like, look at this. I mean, the pillow block is not as bad, but And then you reach the end and it doesn't want to come off. Oh wow, I really pinched myself. At least it comes off easier, I think. Actually, hold on. That is so weird. But the weird thing is, it went in easy. Like, it slides in hecka easy in the... Okay, that explains it. But it does slide in easy, like on the CVT pulley, which makes no sense, so... Well, I'm gonna go send it on the lathe. Lathe it down like a lot.